Hi everybody, Wendy here. Welcome to my crazy mess that is my studio, where I do pretty much everything. Meditating, exercising, of course painting, making videos. It is kind of a multi-purpose, multi-dimensional room. I've got a window, I've got a window seat here, and I'm just getting ready to prepare for another art course and Louise's Momentum for 2026. And one of the things I wanted to put up was a corkboard, and I was thinking of different ways that I could do it in different shapes and sizes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try these felt wall tiles. So I got these at Amazon. I can put the link below if you guys want. So I'm going to try these felt tiles. They come in all different colors. And this is my little window seat here. And so I do a lot of sitting here and stuff and meditating, etc. And so this is the wall that I want to put some of the tiles on. At least I want to start with that. So this package I bought is 15 tiles that are each just 1 foot square. And so I'm going to see how many, maybe I'll lay out 6 here, see how it looks, and maybe I'll put some in different spots around the room. I've got everything out, and I'm from my last art course. I did the Follow Your Joy 2025, and so I'm in the process of sort of redoing all of the artwork, getting rid of, well, not getting rid of, but putting them in another place, etc. So I'm getting my studio ready. So anyway, people were looking for alternatives for pinups, for pinning up studies that we do, paper studies, etc. So I wanted a place where I could post them, where I could be kind of looking at them more frequently, and a tall wall that I could kind of stand and look at them all. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff on my walls, a lot of artwork already. That's stuff that's in process, done, not done. Most of it's not done. Well, I shouldn't say that. Several pieces are done, but a lot of it's just in transition mode, a lot of the paintings. So anyway, as far as an alternative to a corkboard, I wanted to give these felt squares a try. And so I'm going to put them up on the wall now. And these are actually, the other reason I wanted to do that was I wanted to mention, because all of the walls, all of the stuff that's hanging in the walls right now is all holes that the previous owner already had stuff hanging on. So I've been pretty lucky in being able to use that, use the previous holes. So I didn't want to make more holes in the walls. And I didn't want to use tape that might pull the paint off the walls if I left it on there too long. So I was looking for another alternative to the cork boards, and so something that I could also move around and be more versatile. So these actually have the little sticky tabs on the back. So I'm going to see how this works out, see if I like it. If I don't, I'll show you guys. I've already marked my spots. For now, I'm going to use 3 feet across, and then not sure how many rows I'll go down. Probably just 2, and then maybe 3, and we'll see where I put the rest at. So be right back. So it says to apply the adhesives to one each corner, and then one in the center. So that's what I'm going to start to do now. So it says to put them all the way around, and if you want, as an option, you can put one in the center. And supposedly the sticky stuff comes off the wall pretty easily, at least, from what little videos, demo videos I've seen anyway. So it's supposed to come off the wall pretty easily and not harm the paint. And it says to press firmly on each of the squares for 10 seconds. Okay, so I got my level here, and this is where I'm going to put my first tile. And in theory, if we make our first tile level and square, then we should be good to go with all the others. So I'm going to make a little mark right here. And then we're going to double check that with the tile. So now I'm going to pull off the tabs here. And now I'm going to mark it this direction, just to be sure it's square. I know I don't have a square on me right now, otherwise I would use that, but we'll make myself a little line. Okay. All right, so all the stickies are on. You can't see them because they're clear. So, let's see if I can do this myself. Okay. Whoops. I bumped you guys. Oops. Oh no, it's stuck already. Okay. Whoops. Okay, hang on a second. This is a little hard to do with one hand. Hold on. Looks pretty good there. Could use a smidge, I think a little bit. Let's see. Hold it down just a bit. Pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Let's see how we're doing here. Can't see my bubble. I'm looking for my bubble. How are we doing? Where's my bubble? It's hard to see this thing. Maybe it's just dirty. Oh, I see it a little bit better now. Boy, that looks pretty darn good, guys. Well, we're going to try this and see. We can always take it off. Oh, it's a little tiny bit off. It's a little tiny bit off. Well, it needs to go down just a hair on this side. Let's see if I can do this. So now we get the real test. How hard is it to get on and off? Oh, they're pretty stuck. Wow. Yeah, they're pretty stuck. You probably want to be pretty sure about how. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Well, I don't want to pull them off the wall either. That's why you got to be sure it's level the first time around. It's so close, but you know how that goes. Even a little bit off is going to be off. So I guess in some ways, just putting a cork board up is probably easier. But I wanted to try this. So let's see. So, hang on a sec. Well, I goofed up because it definitely took the paint off the wall. Let me just say. So you really want to make sure it's good because I pulled it off too soon and it literally pulled the paint right off the wall. So actually, it was probably pretty good where it was. Let's see if we can snug it up just a bit. Yeah, the first tile, just like laying a floor or anything, the first tile is the most important, for sure. Still just a little bit off, but I don't want to move it too much more because it's just probably going to make, it's like an 1/8, not even 16th maybe. But you know how that goes. That's a lot. That's a lot in measurement. Well, let's see if this is worth it. Well, I was concerned about this house because this paint is it's like a flat paint. It's not very good. And it does seem like it's going to peel. It's definitely going to peel the paint off the walls, which is why I wanted to do this experiment. So now I'm not sure if I want to continue putting these up or not, honestly. But if I take it down, I'm definitely going to have to cover up where it peeled the paint off the walls. So it's like, do I keep them? Do I send them back? If I send them back, I'm definitely going to have to take, it's going to take the paint off the walls. So there you go, guys. And maybe it was just because I wasn't, well, I know it's because I wasn't perfectly straight right off the bat. There was probably a better way for me to do that. Probably even with help. So yeah, boy, not sure what to do there. I'm going to think about that. You know, what's worse, that or little tiny holes in the wall? Because I know that if I hang up, that's what I was afraid of to begin with, putting any kind of adhesive, even painter's tape on the wall with the you know, using it with the studies themselves. So I was afraid that that would peel the paint off the wall. So yikes. Oh, what do I do? And it does even have, it's even got a barcode here. Before taking down your wall tiles, please visit the link for helpful hints to best avoid wall paint damage. So there you go. It must be a thing. Well, so much for that video. It was very unhelpful. It was the same video exactly that they show when you go to buy it. And they show you removing the backing, but they don't show you actually removing the tile from the wall. So as I peeked in there, I saw that it had already ripped the paint off here and up here. So yeah. Well, maybe I'll get hubby's opinion, see what he thinks I should do here. Because honestly, I think it would have been better off with one hole and a big cork board. So yeah, we'll see. So I just kind of held them up here, and I mean, you really can't tell. Unless you put a level up there, you really can't tell that it's not exactly level. So, so yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll proceed, and because if I leave them up there, you know, if I just leave them there the whole time, you know, until I move or whatever happens, then yeah. But yeah, if we want to go to repaint, yeah, we'll definitely have to probably take these off very carefully and have to spackle and stuff. So either way, it looks like whether you have holes in the walls or whether you use these adhesives, I don't know. It seems like you might have a bit of an issue either way. So I guess I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know what you think. What should I do? I think maybe what I'll do is just use, since it's only going to be papers and thumbtacks, pretty much on push pins hanging up here, nothing heavy I will be putting up here. So I may just put them up with maybe less adhesive. Maybe just 4 or, you know, maybe even just 2. They're pretty strong, you know, so because they don't really need to hold much. So funny how I thought something so simple. I thought it would be simpler. And I chose gray only because the paint on the adjacent walls up here are gray. And I like this spot because of the lighting, and because then when I sit in my window here, my window seat, meditating and having my morning coffee, I can look at my studies. So there, I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, in my studio. And as always, keep creating. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fix the second one so that the second tile is complete, to the best of our ability, completely square and level. And then run the rest of them in line with the one that is square. So we're going to give that a shot. Oh, and he's getting the big level and going to help me because it's kind of hard, you guys, to do this by yourself. So I will say that too. It's pretty tough to hold the tile and the level and have the stickies on and not have it stick to the wall where you don't want it. Okay, we got the second one level, and then I'm just going to proceed from here, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Next day. Hi everybody, it's the next day. I finished the one section, and I decided to do 9 square feet, so I want to kind of show you what I ended up doing here. So before I started hanging more studies, I've got a bunch laying out here. So I can kind of pick and choose, and so I can't really back up any further. So that's the one disadvantage of this spot, is that I can only back up this far and stand here. But it gives me, I like the lighting here too because of the window, and I've got the blinds closed kind of right now. But so as you can see, it's not perfect, but I laid out the rest of them with the ones that were level, and so this guy's just kind of a little out of whack, but I don't care because as you can see, I'm going to be covering them up with art studies, and it gives me the opportunity to kind of look at them a little bit further back and see what I do and don't like about them, which things that I want to do more of. And so I don't know, if I guess if you may be better off just putting in one big giant corkboard, rather than all these tiles. So I'm not really sure. The thing I don't like about, well, the corkboards is that I still have to secure them to the wall so that they're not moving around, you know, when I'm putting stuff on the walls. And these are very, very secure. The push pins work fine in them. But I just thought I'd kind of give you a quick look. And if I move, kind of stand back here, you can see I don't have a big space in here. As a matter of fact, I fit just perfectly sitting in this window seat, just perfectly sitting up, feet stretched out, and I'm only 5'3", 5'3" So, but that's the spot. So I thought this gives me the opportunity to kind of look at them from different angles. And I don't know, I wasn't sure if I should put the other one over here or really where I wanted to put. I have 6 more sections, and I've still, as you can see, I've got a lot more organizing to do. And also just moving my paintings around and working a little bit on art as I go along. So I'm not sure. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the other 6. And that's the biggest corkboard I have right now, which I think I may just take everything off of that too, so I can, while I'm working, I can put things that are, you know, inspiring to me on my corkboard. So I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, what I did. And yeah. And honestly, I've got a big piece of cardboard from a big cardboard box that I opened. I could have pinned that on the wall. I've got a piece of cardboard that I've painted over. And I could have used that and just hung that up. But again, I was trying to avoid more holes in the wall. So I guess if you're planning on leaving it up, maybe it's a good solution too. They say you can take them off without damaging the paint. I haven't seen that. Like, I know this is really cheap paint, that we know, but I know if I were to remove this tile, I would probably peel the paint off. So it's just something to think about, whether or not you'd want, if this would work for you or not. And I don't know, I could put some more on this wall. I may just do this side, but I'd like to be able to stand further back and look at them. And I really, as I said, these holes were already in the walls. Those nails were already in the walls when I moved here. So I just hung things where they ended up. And so I'm not really sure, you know, where I want to go with this, but I feel like I need I want a little bit more space to hang things. And I have 6 square feet left. So yeah, not sure. So that's that. And I know I could take things down. I've actually thought of taking things down here and putting them here. So yeah, I'm just not sure. So we'll keep you posted. And as always, keep creating. And I'm excited for the course to start on January 11th. Keep creating. I still have all these fears. About starting something new, failing, whatever that means. And my real intention for my own art practice is simply to be more free, to be less afraid, to not be afraid of have any kind of insistence on what comes out on the paper or the canvas. And I don't know why I always feel this trepidation. I still have all of these like fears wrapped up in creating art. And yeah, so there's more that I'll share with you guys too, about me and this and my journey. And if it all interests anybody, it's really just to inspire another to just be more of yourself. Yeah. And these are some of the paintings I've just been playing with. I say working on, but really just moving. Every time I come in here, I think, okay, what can I add to these to make them more fun and interesting? And when are they done? When are they not? I don't know. I like experimenting with all different sizes of canvases and different types of. I've got things on ceramic tiles. There's just so much more that I want to explore, and I want to just explore it without feeling like it's not going to please someone. That and even as I say these things, it sounds crazy. So I think I'll just leave you all there for now, so I don't continue to ramble. Okay, you guys propped up here, and see, this is my professional camera. Got you guys propped up here, and this is another piece that I've been working on a little bit at a time, and just adding new layers and stencils and collage, not being afraid to what comes next. Using all different types of mediums, acrylic paints, art markers, acrylic art markers, and primarily just all acrylic paints. So yeah, I just want to get my space in order here to start fresh. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, on my art journey, where I bring in my own shamanic spirits from from all of the dimensions to join me in my artwork. And that hence is the idea behind my shamanic spirit, is that I'm feeling the cosmos, painting consciousness. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Until the next time, keep creating.